What's up, guys? It's your boys Awoki back at with another of the Chris Watts and Nichol Kessinger video. And today we're going to take a look at part 3 of missing evidence and questions that remain. Definitely, I have seen a lot more than I thought I haven't seen. Just when you think you've seen it all, you have some more spare time and you watch more of these kind of videos, and then I'm going to compile them together and for you guys to look at, and I'm going to commentate on these videos for you as well, of things that are kind of like head scratchers, and it's like, why was that not used? We're going to take a look at that right now. So grab a chair, get comfortable, make sure you guys also tell your friends about these videos as well. But before we go any further, make sure you guys are subscribed to the YouTube channel by hitting that wiper icon down at the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it, so when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I posted that video, and then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, I'm so thankful and blessed to have all of you guys. We are just getting ready to hit 80, or not 80, but 58,000 subscribers, and I can't do it without you guys. So make sure you guys subscribe, comment, like, and share. Also, I know Midnight Mysteriologist has not posted it in a little bit of time, but definitely go over to her channel, give her some love, do the things, subscribe, comment, like, and share. And with that being said, let's get into the videos. Alrighty. So these are stains that they found on the floor. Because usually when you see stains in a murder case, don't they cut the square out and take that with them? They did nothing. He touched it without gloves. Let's continue.
I'm thinking about it. I'm just like, did I know I was going to do that before I got on top of it?
Yes.
Like, I try to go back in my head. I'm just like, I didn't want to do this, but I did it. Everything just kind of like...
Felt like you had to?
He literally said he's been planning this.
It just felt like it was... I don't even want to say it.
So what is this? The officer appears to notice some discoloration on the stairs. But this could be from anything. I mean, look at the high traffic that's in this area. It could have been scuffed, but it does look kind of reddish.
Like I had to. It just felt like there was already something in my mind that I was planning that I was going to do it. And
so there's a darkerness right here, but on here it looks like it's been scratched and kind of beefed up. Or not beefed up, but beat up. But again, this could be all like this because of kids running through here, dogs running through here, scraping against it, probably bringing furniture in. Who knows? But let's take a look more.
I woke up that morning, it was going to happen, and I had no control of it. Like, why couldn't I just let go? I didn't. Oh, that's interesting.
Because you're thinking about Nichol.
Was it feeling like it was in motion and you just couldn't stop it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. You can see the redness to it. What? Maybe Shanann was murdered upstairs? Or, I don't know, because, I mean, that could be from a nosebleed. It could be from anything, to be honest. But did they look at it? Did they test it? Did they take a Q-tip and swab it and take it back to the lab and test it? No.
It was just like, I don't even want to know what she saw when she looked back at me. Honestly.
Did you look at her? What was she doing?
She wasn't fighting. Or, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think like
we view the discoloration from a different angle. I mean, it looks like it's beat up. I see the redness that's in here, but I mean, it could be gum. It could be, but again, we don't know because they didn't test it.
I moved to where my knees were around her arms or anything. But it was just kind of like when I got on top of her, we started talking. That was it. It's kind of like in my head.
The carpet seems to be wet in some areas. Carpet cleaner.
Like,
so if you're okay. So if you're telling me the water or the carpet feels damp, you're not going to collect the carpet. You're not going to take chunks out of it and test it and see if there's like the luminol where you spray it and then you use the glow light to see if it shines up or shines bright. Did they do that?
In the back of my head, that was going to happen. And just like at the end of the conversation, it was just like, that's what happened.
Why are you touching it without gloves? Oh, look.
I just wish I
appears to notice some more discoloration in the stairs. But are they using gloves? No! This makes you really mad.
Let go. almost kind of felt like it was longer almost, because it felt like time was standing still. It's kind of like I just saw my life just disappearing before my eyes, but I couldn't let go. It was like somebody else, like if you picture somebody else around you, holding your hands, holding you.
You can see that he's feeling it for dampness.
Not letting go.
A view of the discoloration from above. Yeah, you can see it.
So what happened next?
Okay, what is this? Okay. Photos that were taken from the scene. Blue Star latent blood reagent was applied to the bathroom fixtures, tub, shower, sink, toilet, which resulted in no signs. Okay. He's not going to do it there. Blue Star is a company, if you guys don't know that. Blue Star was also applied at the locations where searching canines had alerted to: mudrooms by the garage and on top of the basement stairs in the hallway to the mudrooms. No sign of, I'm not even going to butcher that, were observed in the areas as well. Prior to testing, positive and negative presumptive tests were done with expected results. While assisting with the search of the home, I observed in the kitchen trash, bed sheets, pillowcases. The sheets and pillows were grayish in color with numerous small light blue, light green, lavender colored squares. On the sheets, the bedding was buried beneath other items of trash. What trash? Further examination showed that the sheets to be a flat sheet, so that would be not the fitted sheet, like I said before. The 3 matching pillowcases. The stains were observed on the sheets and the pillowcases. So they only tested certain spots in the house for the Blue Star Company. They should have done the whole dang house. Just think what they would have seen down in the basement.
So what happened? Bella came in.
Like the whole basement,
What she
I'm
said.
assuming.
Wrong.
Did she hear something? Is that what she?
Obviously, I think.
Okay. What'd you tell me?
Somebody don't feel good.
And then, did that happen with Bella right in that room?
Not wrong room.
What happened?
What they should do is go talk to him again, see if his story has changed. I mean, the guy's not going nowhere, so I mean, just waste another 5 hours and see what the man says. See if it correlates with what he's talking about now or his first confession rather than his second confession. I'd see as a third, like a third final talk with him, kind of nail in the coffin, as you will, for Chris.
Put Shannon in that sheet.
This is the fitted sheet that was
Sorry.
okay. So the fitted sheet was out there, like I thought.
Okay.
Well, we know the BLOD was mixed in with the dirt because she had a coffin stillbirth, as they call it. Or I shouldn't say stillbirth. What do they call it? Is it a coffin birth? Because she had expelled Nico, unfortunately. So.
Carried her downstairs.
The stain on the stairs and the sheets could be a mixture of blood and other bodily fluids. Chris Watt said he knew Shanann was gone when her body released the contents of her. That makes me mad that he knows that. This occurred at the bed according to Chris's statement. I like that they do according to Chris's statement because they can't believe a word he says or if he's telling the truth or not. The sheets recovered from the oil field showed evidence of this. Therefore, it is possible the discoloration on the stairs could be bodily fluids from Chris dragging Shanann down the stairs wrapped in the sheets. Was it ever tested? I don't believe so, but this would definitely solve a lot of people's questions if she was murdered upstairs or if she was murdered downstairs. That's what, I mean, it would have helped a lot.
Like I said, like something else was in control of what I was doing, and it was like I was doing something I never thought I would ever do in my life. Honestly, it was just happening so fast. I had no time to really have a thought.
Chris Watts makes multiple statements that are suggesting that his action and thoughts were not his own on that day of the murders. Chris. Were those actions a thought and thoughts were their thought or others involved? Yes, I believe. Who admitted to cleaning the stairs if Chris was in such a rush on the morning of the murders? A possible NK, presume? If the murders weren't planned, I think they were because Chris did state that he was thinking about it for a while. As Chris tries to infer, why did he remove Shanann's wedding ring before leaving with her lifeless body in the truck? Because he wanted to probably get money for it. I mean, NK said, pawn it, man.
My own. But,
What about her ring and stuff? What were you thinking about that? She took it off? Or did you take it off?
I took it off.
Okay. Oh, so that would look like she was saying, I want a divorce, I'm leaving it here when I'm taken off.
All right, so this one I can't do the audio again due to the music and so forth. The music is what gets these videos copyrighted or blocked because the audio is not allowed. So, excuse me. On the August 13th, Officer Coonrod arrived at the Watts house, followed by Chris Watts after a 911 call that Shanann's concerned friend did, which was N.A. Nichol Kessinger, and then Chris Watts actually told Nichol Kessinger, do not call the police. So she did anyways. But then there was rumors too that somebody else called the police instead of N.A., but there was multiple people that called. While looking for Shanann and the girls, the officer noticed a few interesting items in the garage that can be located in the garage. These items would soon disappear before authorities could collect them. Where did you put them, Chris? Let's take a look. Where did that sneaky little turd put them? Probably in the basement? In the garbage, I presume? Okay, we're going back into the garage. How many times have we done this before? And unfortunately, again, like I said, we can't put the audio in there because the music is too loud and copyrights. So they're talking amongst each other and so forth about Chris and the situation. But I want to see what they're talking about when they talk about the garage. Talking. Okay, they start looking for things here. Okay, on the phone. And then he goes inside. What are we looking for? What's he putting down? Oh, he's starting to write. Okay, so he's starting to write. So he looks in the trash. Smart idea. What is that? Looks like a box with a towel on it. Really wish I could have the audio on here, guys. I do apologize. So he opens up the trash again. Oh, so it looked like a towel. So we're looking at the trash that's inside. Looks like some female products. Okay, here we go. Why would Chris Watts need to throw away Bella's baby doll? Okay, so I see the baby doll there and the doll right there. Why would he do that? And the water bottle before heading to the oil field with Shanann's body and the girls in the back seat. Why did he throw these items away but take Cece's Yankees blanket with them, which is what he claims to use? Interesting. So you see the bottle and you see the baby in the garbage. This had to be a red flag to begin with. Okay, so now Bella and Celeste each had a blanket with them, and Celeste had stuffed animal barking dog. Celeste has like this New York Yankees blanket and a little dinosaur and like a little dog that makes noises and a turtle and something. It's a whole package, and Bella has two. Bill has two blankies, but one was still at the house still. The other one was gone smothered, thrown away in the garbage, and she has a dinosaur and like a little swan blanket. Her other little cat, little mechanical. Which blanket was left at home? Why throw away Bella's water bottle, the doll, but not Cece's blanket? Did they already have a plan in mind for the Yankees blanket when he left that morning? So very interesting. Okay, so there's the Yankees blanket that she had to have, which is any child pretty much. I had my wolf blanket when I was a little one. Chris also claims that he stopped by a construction site dumpster on his way home after disposing of his family's bodies, where he says he threw away a Yankees blanket belonging to the girls. We later see a Yankees blanket in the home on officer body cam footage. Did he bring it back with him, or did he lie that he put them in the garbage? So what he said in the, what do you call it, the paperwork that they have. After the murders, the Yankees blanket was still in his truck and he threw it away. He stopped by a construction site dumpster in his neighborhood and threw it away in the clothes and the Yankee blanket on his way home. But then it was seen on the body cam footage later on. The following day, where Chris had able to remove more evidence from the home because he stayed there that night, Cece's Yankees blanket is seen in Chris and Shanann's bedroom. There it is. After he says he threw it in a construction dumpster. There's another lie right there. This man was such a fool. So why did Chris throw these items away at the house construction dumpster instead of with the girls at the oil field? Because I bet he was to the point where he was just like, you know what, they're not going to need it anymore. I might as well just throw it away. But it wouldn't make sense that if he was trying to hide things, or this kind of shows that he wasn't done cleaning up, because he put stuff in there and then he's like, oh great, they're going to see this, they're going to see that, and so forth, like what we're just talking about. So what do you guys think on this? So that's it for this one. And then the last one. So I thought this one would be a little bit more important for Nicole's side of getting her caught, is that if you looked at things that she would have had, or Shanann would have had on her Facebook, the same time that Nichol Kessinger was Googling Miss Shanann Watts, not by accident, and Googling Chris Watts, this is what she would have seen. So Nichol Kessinger searched the internet for Shanann Watts on the day Shanann returned home from the hospital after having neck surgery. So she would have seen all this stuff from Chris and so forth like that. So if we go to the next one, like I said before, before that, she did Google Chris Watts on the 8/3/2017. So a year before the murders had taken place. Several searches for Watts can be found prior to 8/12/18. These entries appear to have been deleted. And again, the reason why I'm reading these, because I do have blind people that are listening to my videos and I want them to be included. I searched for the numbers, this number and that number, and found no results. I did locate names searching for Chris Watts dated back to 8/3/17, and Shanann Watts dated back to 01/07/18. These entries were deleted but were recoverable. So she thought that she not knowing who Chris was a year before just annihilates that right here. So you can see that Nichol Kessinger is lying right here in front of us. And what did they say? She's good. Nichol Kessinger repetitively lied to investigators, which is a federal crime to lie to federal agents. When she first became aware of Chris and Shanann, this is that date. So nice try, Nichol. Looking at this text from CW to NK on June 29th, they were already sleeping together. So you guys can see right there, sleeping without your warm body next to me isn't going to be fun tonight. Get over it. Buck up, sissy pants. right around her birthday, she said, which her birthday was July 3rd. They were already sleeping with each other before June 29th. So still continuing lying, my lady. We kept it pretty simple, I guess. Man, I'm dating, says he will marry or leave his mistress or leave his wife for his mistress. Says no mistress ever. Let's go to the next one. This is even showing it again. I have an idea, by the way. I have a free hot stay at the Holiday Inn. Not sure if you can swing it this month, but we can road trip to the mountains in South Carolina for a day or two if you want. So that even shows on 6:30 they were seriously going to a hotel or camping and so forth and doing it, unless she says they weren't serious. She supports me, but her parents were in a situation like that when she was a kid. It came up. It won't bother me. I'm not going to stop seeing you. I've made up my mind. Are we bad people? Yeah, kind of are. Yep, you kind of are, my dude. Alrighty, so break out your pen and paper, guys. We're diving in deep. So again, from where she is, right here, or the Watts home right here, Anadarko, Nicole's apartment. So you see, I mean, she could have taken that Highway 28, but the best way to do it was going this way that they show, according to the typical route that she took, because she said she would go through Fort Lupton. Is it Lupton? What is that? Upton? I know she said she went through this and she went through Todd Creek. I remember that. So there's no reason that she would go to the Watts house that morning when she has said she's gone through these places every morning that she goes. And then Survey 319 is over here. This evidence is right in front of the law enforcement's faces, and they're doing nothing. Again, up here, the one time that it pinged in Frederick, Colorado, or I shouldn't say the one time, there was multiple, I saw it. It was when she went there the 2 to 3 times, and it pinged there. And it's just so funny that it pinged again the morning of the murders to a man friend named Jim, that she wants them to leave alone. Is this sinking in, people that are saying that they're professionals? I'm not a professional. I'm not educated. But you can see right here that she was in proximity of murder location. She did not have an alibi. She showed up till late or work late. Hello, this is like your normal murder case where it would be signed, sealed, delivered, and throw away the key. But they're like, oh, she wasn't involved. And you wonder why this case won't die. Sorry, that's why this case won't die. Web searches conducted by Nichol Kessinger the day after the murders. This woman couldn't stop her phone. Can cops trace messages? Can cops trace text messages? How long do phone companies keep text messages? And she did this all within 30 minutes. How long do phone companies keep text messages? How long do phone.com? Okay. At the top, she web history was please and pray the beautiful Shanann Watts and her 2 precious daughters are found safe. They are from the Erie and Frederick, Colorado. Shanann Watts and her 2 daughters, Bella and Celeste, are missing. She made it home to Colorado from Scottsdale at 2 a.m. Her husband left work at 5 a.m., but Shanann never made it to the school for the girls' first day back. Her car and phone were found at the home, but these 3 have not been found. Shanann is 15 weeks pregnant. Thank you and God bless. So she didn't type that in. She just web searched it, or web history. So she just probably clicked on something and so forth. So, because I couldn't see her putting this on her page. There's no way. The following deleted web searches were found on Nicole's phone. Was that one. Kessinger spent nearly 4 hours searching Google and the internet for Watts. New outlets and new accounts of Shanann's disappeared. Interesting. Very interesting. We just read that one. What is this? Oh, page. How long do phone companies, okay. What is she trying to hide? Exactly. And nobody wants to do or look at it in law enforcement. But why? Oh, she looks like a keeper. Hello. She purposely deleted these search priors to contacting and meeting with authorities, as well as asking friends to delete any photos of her from their social media accounts. She was going ghost. She was going to be she was going to try to drop so fast. I mean, she told Charlotte, she told Chris, she told some of her family to do this. Okay, so Tuesday, August 14th, the day after the murders, Nichol asked Chris to delete his text messages to keep their relationship secret from his friends. Nichol asked Chris to delete his text messages to keep their relationship secret from his friends. Nichol told Chris to contact her after his family is found. Well, it's never going to happen. Duh. She knew that. Even though she had already told her friends about Chris. That makes no sense. She denied having any conversations with anyone about Chris Watts, with the exception of her father and Charlotte Nelson. She admits to sending a photo of Chris to Charlotte Nelson during a text conversation on August 7th. During the same conversation, comments that were made by Nichol and Chris as children. Charlotte has not made the connection that Chris is the person involved in this case. Interesting. Okay, so this one is a little dirty. We're just gonna blank it out. Nichol sent the following text messages to Charlotte, including intimate details regarding their sexual relationship with Chris, but tells the agent she didn't really talk about him. Another lie. They weren't very serious. If you're not really serious with anybody, you're not gonna sleep with them. Just saying. This message been kind of hanging out with a guy recently. Keeping it a secret. Dude loves to eat blank. Never met a man who does till now. I just let it happen. LOL. You weirdo. Feel like every dude I meet has kids these days. And if they don't, they have commitment issues or some BS like Sean. Who's this Sean? Why hasn't Sean come forward? If Sean could tell us how she is, that would be great, Sean. Wink, wink. The fact he takes care of his kids is a good thing, I think. Red flag number 8,400. That didn't even make 8,420. That's what I meant. Okay. I feel like I will always be second place. No way. She does know that. Like he's been there. Oh, done that. It's early though. He will see, or we will see. He is very kind to me though. Yeah, because you're giving him the booty. Monday, August 13th, the day of the murders, Nichol had quite a bit of control over Chris. Chris said he was going to go to work tomorrow. Nichol told him to stay home and help the police. Chris was worried about Shanann seeing his truck, so Nichol told him to move his truck so she would not be scared to come home. She told him to have a friend with him, so if they had a conflict when she returned, there would be someone there. She also told Chris if someone was not there and they got into an argument to turn on his phone and record the argument. Ha, placeholders of trying to be weird. Protected identity. So she's not a protected witness, she's a protected identity. Recorded interview of Nichol Kessinger protecting identity. This is when she was here, and then this is when, because they were being interviewed at the same time. And what happened? She hurt them. Huh? She hurt them. She hurt them? Yeah. makes a motion with his hands as he's whispering something to his dad. You or her. Shakes his head very slightly. Did they leave after that? Just so many eerie things with this woman. Why she can't be ruled out. Very, very interesting. Again, a lot of head scratchers. There are some things that you might have not known. There's a couple things that I didn't know about a couple stains that were on the carpet. It definitely more points towards that they were murdered upstairs. But then again, why did Chris go downstairs? Was he trying to cover something up with possibly Nichol being there that night? Or not, I would say vice versa, but maybe if Shanann was down there, they fought, she went upstairs, he followed her, then they started ensuing and more arguing. Again, this is why a lot of stuff should have been taken out, tested, evaluated. It would have been definitely gone a lot better for this case in more of a trial, and then show that evidence that they had collected, but they don't. They can't. That's why this case deserves to be reopened and so forth like that. Please comment your guys' thoughts down below. Please let me know positively down below. If you have negative comments, we don't need to hear them. If you're trying to bully other people, don't bother. We just don't want that here on Channel Sooooo. Again, thank you guys for watching. Please take care, be safe, and as always, keep nerding on, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.